What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the BullyZone podcast. I'm your host, Austin Largo.
And I'm Lance Winters, baby.
Today, everyone knows fantasy football, fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball. Today, we're doing a little bit fantasy WWE. That's right. Me and Lance here are going to conduct our own drafts. I will have hold of SmackDown.
And I'll be holding the Raw brand today. And together we will go down the list of all current superstars and figure out which brand would come out best by the end of this broadcast.
And we're going to keep it, as close to how WWE runs their drafts. We'll go over the rules right now. Raw will have the first overall pick. They are the 3-hour show for SmackDown's 2 hours. So,
and the flagship program, nonetheless.
For every 2 picks SmackDown, my show receives, he's going to get 3 picks. When it comes to tag teams, a tag team counts as 1 pick unless you specifically want one person from that team. Then you can go ahead and break that team up. And 6 picks will be made from the NXT roster. So whoever you got your eye on at NXT, go ahead and draft them. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this. Lance, you got that first pick.
Well, obviously, the first pick you want to make is a power move. So if I'm taking anybody, I'll be taking Shinsuke Nakamura back on over to Raw.
Shinsuke as your first pick? All right, well.
It's a strong style, in my opinion, So you got to lead with your best, Kinshasa.
Yeah, definitely. You just left, you let me steal AJ Styles away from you. AJ Styles staying on SmackDown. I got WWE champion right now, so bring that title back, to the B show, B for best.
B for best and A is for amazing, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why if I were to take anybody else next, I would be taking the one and only Randy Orton, ladies and gentlemen. I'll bring Randy Orton back to Raw. I feel like that's when he was best. I feel like that's when he was sharpest. He was growing into evolution. Developing more of as a character. He was already established by the time he went to SmackDown, so let's bring him back and get him back to that Raw edge. Maybe go heel.
Well, I got to take Brock now. He's an attraction. He's on Raw. No one likes working Mondays. That's probably why he never shows up. He's going to have the extra day of rest. I'll give him, he's going to get that 3-day weekend. He'll be fresh and ready for SmackDown Live every Tuesday night. So I got, the 2 world champions right now.
That's
so
fine.
I think you just played yourself.
You may have the champions, but you don't have the belts, baby. I'm still gonna have mine on my.
No, dude. Yeah, when they get drafted, they keep the belts, keep the titles. You ain't watch the drafts?
We're gonna have an invasion of the masses.
Well, you can do that, but you gotta fight them. You gotta send your guys over.
Oh no!
Fight my guys, And
if I do have to go down to war with anybody, and I really do need somebody's hand, I'm just gonna grab the free agent John Cena because I need him in case anything does happen of the nature. Because I can't have John over here on SmackDown as well. Because now I'm gonna be underpowered, as you say.
So, if you're grading our first rounds, I'm sure the fans out there would have to give it up for SmackDown with 2 world champions. Maybe just unify the titles, make it one grand championship. So, I'm rocking and rolling right now. I got some of the biggest merch sellers right now, too.
So let's pause on that real quick. Like you said, if you were to merge the titles, that would mean something of the sorts that you'd have to have AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar. How would you see that play out, being the manager of SmackDown? How would you like to see that play out?
Either way, they're both draws. It's a win-win. We all saw them at Survivor Series. Probably the match of the night. If anyone's going to have a good match, get a good match out of Brock, it's AJ Styles. He's already proven that. And so what's who's not down for another, classic coming out of SmackDown?
Well, if you like the potential, like you said, business is money and money is good. Why don't we could possibly have a situation where you want to unify the titles, and I have 2 people from SmackDown or from Raw that want to unify the titles, and that would be John Cena and Randy Orton, my 2 picks. You know, 2 guys who've had some of the best feuds in their life. You know.
Yeah, they were the ones who
careers.
originally, unified the titles.
That's what I'm saying.
TLC.
How would you like to see that go full circle, and bring it back onto my show, Raw? Of course, you know.
Well, you should, picked a little better.
Hey,
First pick's always got to be a champ.
I got my champs, baby.
Yeah, you got the U.S. So I'll go ahead and let you, let's get into the second round now.
All right. Last off is your picks. So what you got?
Keeping up with, drafting champions, I'm going to go ahead and draft me The Miz.
Damn.
Bring the most prestigious title in all of WWE over to the most prestigious, roster that I'm building, the most prestigious brand, which is the blue brand. It's not a red ribbon for first place. It's a blue ribbon.
It's a blue ribbon. Okay.
You all know that.
Yeah, well, maybe at the pig farms. But if we're gonna start taking champions, I think I'm gonna take over the women's division, and I'm gonna take me Miss Alexis Bliss. Because who wouldn't want a strong independent heel over here on the Raw circuit? So, how's that for you, Mister?
Okay, you got Alexa Bliss. You're leaving me Charlotte. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss went head to head at Survivor Series. Who came out on top? Miss Charlotte Flair.
That's fine. You can have your blue emerald division over there, keep them full of the shining faces. I'm over here doing my thing, all right? Raw's going to be dirty, nitty-gritty, taking over everything. So with that, I might need the help from some people such as Dean Ambrose, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I'm starting to recruit a certain amount of people with they're a little unhinged, they're ready to go out and fight and maybe bring back the old school fighting and not having such everything so staged, and Dean Ambrose definitely be an addition to that.
Round 2, I got me my second title, my secondary title. I got me my woman who's gonna headline many shows. I got some tricks on my sleeve of who I want her, going up against. You got Alexa. She's always, that's a good pick. Who else did you get this round?
I got Alexa. I got Dean.
You got one more pick, dog?
Well, if I'm going in for one more round, I might as well get another strong woman while we're at it. And I'll get Asuka, because if we're going to lead a strong women's division, we need, in case there's ever an invasion again. Yeah. I got the streak, and I got a long-running champion, So what would you choose for your last one for the second round? What are you looking at?
Well, I did my 2. You get 3 picks, I get 2 picks. You got that 3 hour. You got that extra hour you got to fill.
Yeah. So that's ending the second round. We're going into the third division, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on with the fans. How you doing, Brian? Thanks for checking in. We got quite a crowd here tonight hanging out.
Anyone got any picks I should make? I was talking to a few of you at the show last night. We'll get into that in a bit. But see, if I'm starting off, I believe you're starting off this round, right?
Yes, sir.
Go for it. Who's your number 1 pick for the third round?
My number 1 pick for the third round.
Remember, we also got picks from NXT, so keep those guys in mind.
Those are after the next round is right?
No, whenever.
Start throwing them in.
Whenever you think you might need
if we're throwing in people, I'm gonna throw in Pete Dunne on my team, because he's still under WWE. So whatever you want to broadcast him under, I'm gonna take him. He is one rough, tough son of a gun.
Yeah, you got yourself another title now.
Yep.
You got that UK. Nice, good pick. I had him on my radar.
So
with that, you might have a bruiserweight, on your brand. I'm gonna have a monster. I'm picking Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman. Oh my gosh, the monster among men. You're really gonna take him away from the Raw brand?
Yeah, he's gonna destroy.
Honestly, take him.
That the fist from the old school SmackDown stuff. That that was made out of his fist. That's just a life-size mold of his fist.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if you took him. He's cleared out the competition so far all over Raw. I wouldn't mind seeing him compete on the SmackDown brand and see what you got going for you.
But, I got the monster now. He's gonna be holding it down. He might actually win a world title now because he's got 2 to choose from.
Wow. Unless they're not unified and won by John Cena or Randy Orton at this 4-way crossover event at WrestleMania See, we can sell.
Yeah, we can
Check us out, Vince.
Have your people talk to my people. We'll see. We'll see how that goes down. But you're up.
Well, in that case, if you know what I'm saying, you got the monster. Looks like I got the bar. That's right. I'm claiming the first tag team, and that's gonna be Cesaro and Sheamus. You know, ladies and gentlemen. Because to be honest, why wouldn't you want to choose the bar? They're great. They're phenomenal. They work under pressure. They work under injury, and you know they're the real definition of always wanting to up and improve their game, thus increasing the bar, or raising the bar, I should say.
You know, my next pick was gonna be a tag team. You know, I had a certain tag team in mind. You know, who's pretty familiar with the SmackDown brand, but you know, going over the roster, all the potential picks. You know, I got to bring up my first NXT pick. AOP, Authors of Pain. You know, that's gonna count as one of my NXT picks. But you know, I got my tag team that's gonna be running. You know, the blue brand for as long as they want to. You know, that's the match I want to see. AOP versus Bar. You know, pair him up with Braun Strowman. You know, just 3 monsters across the board.
Oh gosh, I would not even want to begin to imagine the pain I'd be going through if I had to go to a Survivor Series event and knowing that 3 of your SmackDown representatives would be that going against any of my guys. But I'm pretty sure I still come on top. But that's not the point. So that's a good pick. I'll go into NXT right now. And I'm actually going to swoop up the NXT Women's Champion, Ember Moon. You know, I got to get some gold on my side, you know. And like I said, I don't mind mixing NXT with Raw. I feel like all the wrestling should be integrated a little better on that division. But, you know, that's what this fantasy draft's about. So that'll finish off my 3rd round pick.
Yeah, I had Ember Moon on my radar too. You beat me to it. Good pick. I'm not gonna lie. So I believe you started that round. So I'll go ahead and, we'll keep it in the theme of NXT. You know, I need myself, someone to compete with Charlotte. I'm going to go with Kairi Sane.
Oh, yeah.
She, won the whole Mae Young Classic. You know, she's competed for the NXT Women's Champion. You know, she had Ember Moon on the ropes, in that 4-way. But, Kairi Sane, huge international appeal. I'm gonna get those, Japanese viewers, coming my way. You got Shinsuke, but, if I'd pick between who I want, Kairi's probably, she's got that look.
Yeah, that's because I took Nakamura in the first round. You know it.
Yeah, as your first pick, the guy who hasn't won a championship yet on the main roster.
That just means he's got a long way to go. He's going to have a high rise, you know what I'm saying? You work hard to hang out, you know what I'm saying? You don't just handed things.
Yeah, what's he going to be fighting for? The U.S. title.
He's fighting for the bigger belts.
Yeah, but he never won it. But I'm saying on your brand right now, what world titles do you got? Yeah,
I got the United Kingdom title, dog. That's around the world. That's somewhat relevant. That's not the European title.
You're limiting yourself to these countries. I had the universe on my brand. Champion of the universe.
You're already done.
And Brock Lesnar, he probably could be the real champion of the universe if said competition ever came to fruition. But I got Kairi Sane. So Charlotte versus Kairi. Leave a like if you want to see that matchup. Lance, your pick.
My pick, my go, ready to pick something on the flow. All right, well, it looks like I'm limiting myself, with these options I'm picking. So it's pretty apparent I got to go down the list and grab none other than, my boy Seth Rollins, because the architect will figure out a way to build this back up for me. Throw him on the top of my charts with John and Randy Orton, and see what the new breed, the old breed, can put together, and maybe come up with one of the best feuds ever. Trying to go over to SmackDown and grab one of those flagship titles. So Rollins is going to be my opening.
Yeah, Rollins and he's been up against Randy and John numerous times, and he pulls. He's kind of the AJ Styles on your brand. That gets a good match out of anyone.
Yeah, he can work a crowd. He can work a competitor, and make it seem as amazing as possible. You know, always high reviews. But yeah. Other than that, you know, the architect needs to figure something out for me. We can devise a plan. Get back at SmackDown for all this deceit going on. But what do you got going on? 4th round.
So my second pick for the 4th round, I'm gonna have to pick me up Aleister Black. Yes, Aleister Black. You know,
Good choice.
coming up at Takeover, New Orleans. He's gonna be fighting for the NXT Championship. You know, he's got that look. He's got the moves. That black mask. You don't want to get hit by that. You know, that's my 3rd NXT pick. I'm trying to, rack them all up. I'm building for the future. You know, NXT. They are next. They're the next champions.
Yeah, you're talking about the next champions. I'm talking about the champions that are going to happen now, baby. I'm building up my roster and rolling up on my 2nd pick. I'm going to grab Jinder Mahal, baby, because I'm surprised you haven't chosen him yet, so I'm going to go grab him up. He's going to be a tough guy, strong competitor. Look at those muscles, baby. I'd definitely want him on my team.
Now you got nothing but good things to say about him, huh?
Yeah, so there's this one time where Vince McMahon had nothing good to say, or nothing but good things to say about Christian, and then what he ended up doing was putting him on the shelf. So that sounds like a good idea for Jinder Mahal. You'll never see him alive again. At least compete in a ring again. Sorry. But what do you got going on? Your last pick.
I don't know. Do I want to stay with the NXT right now? Or do I want to pick up Finn Balor? Finn Balor coming to the blue brand.
Oh, wow. That's a good switch up right there you got, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you know, if things go right down the line, I'm gonna have me a awesome Tuesday night show that everyone's gonna be tuning in for. But he's gonna be competing, in current roster, for the Intercontinental Championship, and even on my roster, we can still make that happen because I got the Miz.
There you go. You can be putting on some hell of a match.
So
Finn, I definitely give it up to you for that. That was a good steal on your department.
Of course.
But if we're gonna go back and forth and take people, I'm gonna take some guy right now that just got medically cleared. So he's guaranteed to have hell of a matches and teamed up with everybody else that's on this roster. I'm pretty sure it's nothing but fan service right now. But my last opponent, my bonus character I like to throw in the mix is Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan's ready to wrestle. He's ready to put on a hell of a match, and I'd rather have him do it on my program than yours. And with that being said, that wraps up our little draft we have going on. We going another round.
Oh, we got all day. The potential. There's endless possibilities. I got dream matches for days over here. I got AJ versus Braun. I can have Finn Balor versus AJ Styles every week. I can have Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar, AJ versus Aleister Black. Right now I got a dream team over here.
And all I have is a dream man, Daniel Bryan, the point I wanted to snatch him up last is, to prove that with all these people that I mentioned earlier, it'd be great to see Daniel Bryan going up against any of these competitors and being the true underdog that he is and rising to the top, I made sure to get fierce, tough guys, nobody that would go easy on the guy, whether it's Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Nakamura, even Randy Orton, so I feel that I have a team of tough guys that are built to last, tough, strong, ready to go long. And if there was a little brand invasion or a little crossover event, I think we would definitely come up. Even if we don't have the belts, we have the honor and glory, and that's just enough for us. Which is totally not how Raw is now.
So I didn't go with them in my first pick, for my tag teams. But, they're still on the board, so I had to pick them up. The Usos. They're staying on SmackDown. So I got my tag team titles. So I got AOP versus Usos going down, whenever I want it. So, Usos, one of them, like Jimmy or Jay, I can't remember, has been an Iron Man, never misses a day. Always in that gym, or in that penitentiary, should I say.
Getting it in, put in that work, doing that day one-ish.
Day one is H.
Oh, is that what it is now? Oh, man. That's a good call. It's a nice pick. You're really picking up some strong competitors. If I were to go make my pick next, I think I'd totally pick up, you know, one of the strongest guys or gals, you know, depending on how you look at her. I'm just teasing. But Nia Jax, you know, let's get some more heavy hitters in here, not only in the men's department, but in the women's, you know. I got Alexis and I got Bliss and Nia together. That's going to be awesome. Got Asuka. That's going to be good. I got Ember Moon. That's going to be good. You know, I got my women's division pretty filled out because I support women's wrestling.
I'm going to have to, you know how tough it can be having to be separated from your significant other, your spouse, your wife, your husband from days on. You know, so I'm gonna keep the family together. I'm picking up Naomi. You know, her and the Usos. You know, they're you know, no separation here. I'm a family man.
Family man. All right, that's fine then. Well, since I'm totally not a family guy, I'm totally all about drama. I'm gonna totally snag up Maurice, you know, because who wouldn't want to take away their baby and bring them on over to the Raw brand and maybe have a live birthing session? Who knows? Raw's been known to be doing some crazy things, whether it's live sex shows to defecation all over the walls, or all over the Spirit Squad, I should say. I'm sorry. So why not break up a good thing? Cold-hearted.
Now I'm looking at the roster. It's Miz with Maurice. So she's stuck with the Miz. You know, I'll let you have another pick.
There's no division. There's no split going on today.
Yeah, there's no rules on you know, we're looking at the roster. You know, the tag teams, you know, they're not labeled as with. So if you want, I'll let you pick someone else.
That's fine. It's better than losing a pick. You know, you're a good man. I'm going to go back into the women's department then. You know, I don't want to switch up and be fake about it. So I'm going to take the Money in the Bank winner while she still has her suitcase. I'm snatching up Carmella, ladies and gentlemen, bringing her over to Raw. Give her some new competition, you know. So how you feeling about that? Snatching over some of your women now. May not be what I pictured, but, you know, a win's a win in my eyes.
Yeah, you know, that money in the bank briefcase, you know, that makes the show exciting. And I'll go ahead and pick up, you know, the last men's Money in the Bank holder, Mr. Lone Wolf himself, Baron Corbin. You know, I need that, you know, when we talk about bullies, you know, there's no bigger bully than him. You know, he brings the intensity. You know, he doesn't care. He doesn't, you know, side with the good guy, doesn't side with a bad guy. He's, you know, he's the lone wolf for a reason. He's not taking any crap from no one. He's there to win. And Brock Lesnar versus Baron Corbin. That's something I want to see. Braun and Corbin, that's a dream match in my personal opinion. You know, him and Finn, him and Aleister Black. You know, I just got dream matches all day over here.
Just dreaming them up in your little head, going on in fantasies. But that's what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Fantasy Draft Center 2018 in the BullyZone. Having a great time. I'm about to round out my fifth selection, or my fifth round. And I'm going to have to go with someone who's not here right now, but when he gets back with us, he's going to be amazing. I'd love to swoop him up. Keep him on my team. You know, I got Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen. Always wishing him well, hoping he gets back in time for WrestleMania. Who knows what a surprise show-up would lead to. Maybe even a draft a surprise, even better. You know, either which way, love to see you soon,
Samoa Joe, that's a good pick, you know. Yeah, if he was on board this next pick, I probably would have picked him up, but I got to give you props for that.
Thank you, man. I mean, you know, this guy, you know, you want to talk about, you have greats like AJ Styles, you know. Samoa Joe has also been, you know, through the ringer with him multiple times, and we talk about great feuds and going back and forth, you know. So maybe we might have a Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and we'll call it like a cage match, but we'll put like ropes on top of the cage. But we won't call it something, you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at? Great stuff that they had back in their day in TNA.
I'm looking I'm gonna have to go back down to NXT and pick up NXT champion Andre Cien Almas. He has the most recent 5-star match on WWE. He's gonna bring that Mexico crowd. Those eyes to the SmackDown brand. After his manager, slapped him in the shape, told him you gotta get off your butt. What did he do? He won the title. What did he do next? Put on one of the best matches in NXT history. So I got that appeal from down south. So, and it's gonna be him and Aleister Black. Coming up.
Your new faces you're telling me about, or not faces, but the
future
talent coming in. Yeah. All right, so that sounds like a good little mixed match you got going on. Drawing from the bottom, as I would say, but going on to bigger and better things. I go for some more tag team champions. So I go for the Undisputed Era. Pick them up as a whole, as well as those NXT tag team champions. You're digging down to NXT, but you're not grabbing the gold, baby.
Well, because I think one of them's hurt. Bobby Fish is hurt, so they're going to be stripped.
Well, the gold's still here until it's stripped, baby. I'm talking about right now, in this moment, on this
Keep
website,
them, yeah.
So I'm going to have them, and even if it does get stripped, we still got plenty of talent. We could change this into our second Raw Championship, and then maybe we might even unify it like you do with your 2 main titles. So a lot of potential to be had. Maybe we'll give it to the new guys when they come on up.
Definitely, you gotta love that. Undisputed Era, baby. I'm looking at the NXT roster. Do I want to stay there? Try to finish up my NXT picks. I got 2 more NXT picks. But instead, I want to pick up, everyone's favorite, the New Day. I need some, I need to strengthen, broaden out my tag division. I respect your pick for picking up the Undisputed Era. So I got to get my I got the whole New Day. That's a 3-person pick.
That's a strong addition. That's true. Give you that.
And they're all solid performers, And worst case scenario, I push one harder than the others. Big E, he's got future world champion written all over him. So, New Day. Get the pancakes ready.
It's a good one, man. It's a good one. So you have a little trio, that you're excited about, that you're gonna have defending your show. I've been picking guys individually, but as a whole, it's time to pick up my 3rd guy. If you guys been paying attention, I picked up Dean Ambrose already, and I picked up Seth Rollins. So my next pick would have to be the big dog, Roman Reigns, baby, because you talk about the future of the business. He's the next big man. This is his yard. And he refers to WWE as his yard, whether that's Raw or SmackDown, baby. So you better watch out when the big dog comes roaming through. I can take a Superman punch, can you? It's a reference to our second episode.
Good pick. He was on, I had my eye on him.
On the radar.
I thought I can swoop in and steal him. But you beat me to it, good man.
Calculated.
But it's okay. I want him for the merch he moves, the kids he draws, because that's who we're targeting. But I think New Day will do all right with that. I'm going to pick one of my personal favorites, Elias. Elias, every time I go see him, I'm walking with Elias. I'll push him straight to the top. Probably put the Intercontinental Championship on him first, kind of be the new modern day honky tonk man. But better. He's got, not the one song over and over. He's got new songs every week. He's got an album coming out, I think. It's probably going to drop after WrestleMania. He's probably the potential tag team partner of Braun Strowman. I called that, way back. You can check Reddit. I asked, so when are we going to get, Braun and Elias as tag champs? And what's going to happen? It's going to happen. If it doesn't, then, they don't know what they're doing. But Elias, welcome to SmackDown.
That's a good, strong pick, I'll choose someone that recently just got welcomed on to Raw, actually. They had a little signing going on. Everything's going great. And that's Miss Ronda Rousey, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to swoop her up. Like I said, I'm going for power moves and going for big plays. And pulling Ronda Rousey in the women's division with, with Bliss and Carmella and whatnot, and Ember Moon. That's just a lot of potential and talent that's just right there ready to happen, And with the women's championship, there'll be something to contend for, even though we don't have a world title or universal title right now.
Well, is she gonna take on Bliss for that women's championship? Book her strong. Eventually lead up to a Ronda Rousey Asuka dream match. So I'll tune into your Raw to check that match out. It's a good pick. She got that mass media appeal. Blowing up the internet. So I gotta check out the NXT roster, see who we got left. Yeah, I think I need to, see who really captures my eye. Because I already got, some of the best. I got the AOP. I got Aleister Black. I got the champion himself, Cien Almas. Let's see if anyone's picked and chimed up. Guys, I need your help. NXT, who's the future?
What's going on, Paul? Let me know. We're doing WWE Draft right now. I'm trying to find what's one of the hottest NXT guys right now.
I'll go ahead and take Sanity. That's another trio of big burly men. They've been former NXT champions, former NXT tag team champions, I should say. So
Woo!
Bless you.
Thank you.
And with that
I'm feeling
caveat,
cursed right now. Sorry.
I know Nikki Cross is part of Sanity, but I'll just take because they were doing the Freebird rule, 3-person defending the tag team title. So I'll go and just take those 3. Man, I'll leave Nikki Cross on the table, should you choose to pick her up.
Well, if that's not the case, I think I actually will swoop her in right now as my next NXT pick. Let's go get Nikki Cross on the table. Love to see her potential and see her rise with the rest of these great women I have on the roster. Rounding up my NXT picks right now. But, yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now, Nikki Cross. Maybe figure out what else is going on in the division. Give her some more exposure as a solo competitor.
Yeah, for my final NXT pick, it just popped up on my board. I don't know how you dropped so far in the draft, but Drew Galloway, whatever you want to call him, he's coming to SmackDown. He's been dubbed the chosen one by Vince McMahon himself back in the day. It didn't work out. He went back out in the indies, made a name for himself, came back bigger, stronger than ever. Right now he's dealing with the injury, but he's gonna come back stronger than ever. That's all I gotta say. He's a future world champion. It's written all over him. So welcome to the SmackDown brand, Drew.
Good stuff, sir. It's some really good stuff you have right now. You really got me overpowered. Feeling a little shock right now, coming up with my last pick. But since my last pick is not NXT required, I filled out my names. I'm free to grab anybody on the SmackDown.
Who are your NXT picks?
I got
all 6 already.
Yeah. And so now I'm going to go for the Broken or the Woken, whatever you want to remember it, the Matt Hardy brand. I wish I could swoop them up together, but, apparently Matt Hardy's in jail. He's out of jail. He's not picking up his phone. So I was going to take Matt Hardy as a solo artist. Maybe we can have a division in the brand, and you can pick up Jeff or something and create some kind of rivalry. But I'm going in for Matt right there.
I'm going to pick up the Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers.
The wrecked shop. During the New Day versus Usos Tag Team Championship match. That's probably going to lead to a triple threat at WrestleMania. If they don't walk out champions, then it really is, above my belief of how it's going to go down, but Legend Brothers is staying on SmackDown.
Good call. Good call.
So let's count how many picks we have.
We're in our 7th row of drafts, and I was about to say.
I have 18 picks. I don't know how many you have.
I have 18 because I did not pick my 3rd one yet. So we're officially closed off and tied up right now at the moment.
All right, go ahead and what do you want to do? Just a couple more picks?
Well, okay, I don't want to be rude, you know. It's not that I like you and your games and stuff, but it's getting a little vanilla, you know. Let's spice it up a little bit. Let's me and you, we'll choose 5 more people, and we'll choose them on the indie scene.
So we're gonna start bringing in talent. Okay, perfect. I like that.
I mean, just yeah, if you don't mind, you know what I mean.
I love that.
So since I brought up the idea, I'll allow you to get the first pick.
Hammerstone.
All right, guys, it's been great. Gotta go.
Play it yourself.
Yeah, I really did.
Hammerstone, welcome to SmackDown.
All right, that's fine. Well, since tag teams do count as 2, I'm gonna get Doomfly as my first pick. Delilah Doom, Eli Everfly. Throw them in the ring with they can either perform as singles and go for their own belts, or they can compete, as a tag team. I think it'd be great. But yeah, totally swiping them up right there as my first pick.
Over picking tag teams, I gotta pick up War Beast.
It's a whole division right there. That's a whole stable if you want to really get into it.
Shout out Joseph. Shout out to Church of Sun. You know who you are, Josh. I'll see you around, hanging around at Out of Bounds. So, War Beast, welcome to SmackDown.
Oh boy, you really got me stunned right there. Really running out of picks right here.
Yeah, that's my. I got 2 indie picks right now.
Well, looks like I'm gonna go DJ. And get Douglas James up on the map. You guys like that. I'm gonna get Douglas James on the map with us and see what he could do for us on the Raw brand. The top brand. Where we got the hot picks.
I'm gonna stay local. Get one of OCCW favorite wrestlers, Mikey O'Shea. I'd swoop him up. He's family. I might not like what you stand for, Mikey. You may have lost last night. You're a loser. But you're a hell of a wrestler. You're one of my favorite to watch. I'll give you that. But, you're just a big fat loser. But you're welcome on the BullyZone anytime. But you have to come because, I'm your boss now because I'm running SmackDown and you work for me now.
Oh, harsh words from a strong man. Coming in at my number 3 pick, I'd probably go for Shane Strickland, see what he's got going up. Not only do they just compete against each other, him and Douglas James, but, like I said, that's just adding more talent to the pool. I wouldn't mind seeing him going up against Pete Dunne, for example, and really giving him a run for their money either way.
I got to pick up Azrael. He's one of my favorites to watch. Last night he, it was losing effort for him. But you can catch him here Tuesday nights on the Royal Ramble Royal. Check him out. Make sure you check us out first on Sundays. Check them out on Tuesdays. Let them know that BullyZone sent you there. And let Azrael know that he works for Austin Largo's SmackDown Live
promotion. All right, well, if we're snagging up things, I'm gonna go for the classic. Come above the whole Divine Intervention as a whole. I'm gonna pick up the pieces and scramble them all on the Raw and see what kind of chaos we can create. Because Raw's red,
so
Red's fire.
You got the rest of Divine Intervention.
Yeah, I mean, like
Good pick.
I know I don't want to split him up, but you know what I mean. It just happens to be that you want him on SmackDown, and we all prefer him on Raw with the rest of the guys.
Yeah, he's got Superstar written all over him.
Yeah,
did you not see last night? He had he had Othello on the ropes.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a moment. But yeah, I'll take the rest of Divine Intervention. I'll break up Araza, unfortunately, unless you want to swoop up Vega, but no, Divine Intervention definitely going for him.
With my final pick, last indie guy I'm gonna have to pick up is 7-foot LA Assassin Othello,
Damn.
OCCW champion. You're coming to SmackDown. It's about time. You wore the blue tights last night. because he knew this was happening. You know, we talked a little yesterday. You know, shout out to Othello. A happy belated birthday. It was his birthday yesterday. If you didn't know that, go ahead and wish him a happy birthday. But you know, pretty good birthday present last night. He walked out champion. But
yeah, he treated himself that night. You know, he treated himself to a nice little easy match where he got to dominate, and he probably went to the gym right afterwards. That's how he celebrates. You know, he's just working out for the next show. He's a tough son of a gun. So, good call on taking him, snagging him up. But what's that? Your last one?
that was my 5th indie pick. I believe it's your last pick, right?
All right, my last pick, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going, you know, for someone, you know, that doesn't really agree with us in our style, but I think that if we work together, we could really produce some great stuff. So with my 5th pick, I'm going for the punk rock Poindexter, Darwin Finch, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to throw him on the Raw brand. Having Daniel Bryan, that'd be a cool tag team possibly, or even seeing 2 underdogs on the Raw show. We're already the underdog show, even though we're the flagship main show. You know, just because we don't have any main titles doesn't mean that we don't have any heart. So I think with that alone, we'll be able to produce some great matches together. So Darwin Finch, I'm looking at you. You now work on the BullyZone Raw program.
So let's do a quick rundown of you know, our rosters. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, I got Nakamura, the hard-hitting punk, you know, ready to take over the strong style division. Got Randy Orton. Got John Cena himself.
You got Randy Orton, U.S. champion.
The U.S. champion, Randy Orton. Unless stated otherwise, you know. I know what belts I have. I just don't know where they're going to be going in the next 3 weeks. You know, we haven't had any storyboard time yet. But, yes, the U.S. champion, Randy Orton. I swooped up free agent John Cena.
How about we make a trade? I'll give you one of my world champions. Yeah, let me go ahead and finish your list.
My first round.
Yeah, no, it's got. I have to see who you got because world champion's worth a couple of guys. So go ahead and let me see who you got.
All right, so like I said, I got Nakamura, Randy Orton, John Cena. I have Alexa Bliss, so I got that title. I got Dean Ambrose, as well as the rest of Shield, so I might as well just throw their names out there too. I got the whole Shield pack. Those are worth a title or two, I believe. Got Asuka over here, undefeated. That's definitely worth a person or two. I got Pete Dunne, the only UK champion. You know, the only championship in UK at the moment. So that's worth a title or two. I got The Bar. The Bar's got their own 2 titles. That's great. I got Ember Moon. She's got a title. That's great. Jinder Mahal. You might want him, so I'll put a little. Because like I said, I'll shelf him like Vince did to Christian. You know, I'm paying you, but you're not performing. You know what I mean?
Hey, do what you got to do on your brand, you know.
I'm just letting you know how your man's going to go out if you want. You know, unless you want to save him and put him on SmackDown. I'm just, you know.
If I wanted him, I would have picked him, number 1. But, we're trying to make money here. We're blue, but we're going for green.
Going for green.
And that gold.
And that gold. I like that. Okay. Well, then on the other hand, we got Daniel Bryan. He's going for the red. You know what I'm saying? He's going for that red revenge. He's ready to prove his stuff and leave you bloodied up. Because I'm gonna bring him back heel, by the way, guys. So just like Vince, you won't like it, but it's going to happen. Got Nia over here, Nia Jax. Got Carmella and her potential to win a women's belt. Samoa Joe, when he gets back, he'll be on my hands, feeling nice and safe. Got Ronda Rousey over here. The potential in women's wrestling, who knows where she's going to be in the next 3-5 years. Roman Reigns. Again, got the Shield, got the big dog, the one and only, Got Undisputed over here, ready to rock and rumble. So even if he does get well or not, we can still have chaos coming along. We're still going to have something rough, tough, and dangerous, Got Nikki Cross over here hanging out with us. I got Matt Hardy. He's woken, he's broken, he's whatever I want him to be on my show. He can be version 2 if I want, or version 1. Bring him back to his old 2006 days. Then we got jumping into my indie guys, such as Doomfly, Delilah Doom, Eli Everfly.
We still haven't accepted my friend request, so get on that.
Oh, man, but he's watching.
They're playing bully.
We got Douglas James, go DJ, go. There's definitely going to be pizza on set every day. So come on by, let's make some magic. Shane Strickland, come on over, boss. You definitely do some time in the spotlight, so let's throw you up there. Divine Intervention, the rest of Divine Intervention that doesn't include Azrael. Come on down. You're more than welcome to wreak chaos and have a party with the Shield. And then the Punk, Rock, Poindexter, Darwin Finch, like, you know.
You need some brains over there.
Yeah, I was going to say everyone's rough, tough, and dangerous, but when it comes to some brains, I might need somebody to
manage
have a backing.
the books.
Yeah. No spoiler alerts or anything, but yeah, let's see what you got real quick.
I have AJ Styles, WWE Champion. Brock Lesnar, Universal Champion. The Miz, Intercontinental Champion. Charlotte, my Women's Champion. Braun Strowman. Authors of Pain. Kerry Sane. Aleister Black. Finn Balor. Usos, my Tag Champs. Naomi. Baron Corbin. Andre Cien Almas, NXT Champion. New Day, Elias, Sanity. With Nikki Cross, out of that
Moved on to
picture.
the better brand.
Drew McIntyre, Bludgeon Brothers, Hammerstone, War Beast, Mikey O'Shea, Azrael, and the 7-foot LA Assassin, Odell himself. Now let's talk about a trade. You're gonna need a world champion over on the red brand. Tell me which one you want, and I'll tell you what. Yeah, put your roster right here. I'll go ahead and see what looks good. Tell me which guy you think would entice you the most, and I'll tell you what I want for them.
Oh, making tough calls, I see. All right, well, let's check it out.
You got either AJ or Brock.
I mean, between the two, I want the most prestigious title, so I'll go for Brock and see how that goes. So what are you willing to trade for Brock Lesnar?
Brock, that's a pretty hefty price.
You got to remember that he's I don't want him. I just want the belt, So even if you let his contract expire after WrestleMania and let the title vacate, I'll take him then, like a day before WrestleMania. I'm willing to pay that kind of price. Don't give me no BullyZone 3% off and call it a special. What do you want, baby?
I want the Shield. I want Matt Hardy. And you can keep Pete Dunne, but I want the UK title.
What are you trying to do here, Buster?
I'm making moves. Brock Lesnar and the Universal title.
You know what? Like I said, I think I'll just I'll hold on to my team.
Okay, I'll keep Brock. I'll give you AJ Styles and championship for just the Shield.
What about if I just get the Miz and get the most prestigious title on the most prestigious show, like it's supposed to be?
I need that. I need that secondary, mid card title.
You have those two belts. You can make one of them a mid carder. You can make Brock the mid carder. It'd be hilarious.
No, Brock's my main attraction.
So AJ could be your mid card with his title.
AJ's my other main attraction. Yeah, I'll give you AJ and the world championship for just the Shield.
How about
that's AJ Styles versus, you got Nakamura, Randy Orton, John Cena.
All been there, done that.
How
about this? How much for both of your championships? I'll just buy out right now. How much for Brock and the big bad AJ Styles? Because I'll just run power moves right now. I'll give you whatever you want, baby. Whatever, just go through them.
Give me your whole roster.
The whole roster for 2 men, ladies and gentlemen. It's official. Let's shake hands on this. Because this is look at this. This is bound to happen.
That's just down the toilet.
One of us is doing business right. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you can call it the blue brand.
Yeah, someone's doing it wrong over there.
How many guys did I just pick up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
like
8,
16
9, 10,
people.
11, 12.
16 people
13,
in exchange
14,
for
15,
2
16,
prestigious
17,
titles.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So, basically it's just, how about you just give me Raw, too? We'll just integrate the shows, and we'll co-run it.
No, see, I have something in mind, because now that there's only 2 people, like, I know it's going to be tough. Like, who are they going to face? How are they going to fight? What's going on? So I'm going to have, on Raw, a BullyZone Raw Lance Winners Edition. I'm going to have an open door policy for anybody that wants to compete on Raw every Monday live. It gives a chance for anybody that wants to take the opportunity to come on up, swoop a chance at either Brock Lesnar or AJ Styles, and really do promote that exposure to anybody who thinks they're willing and able, you know. And
Like, that's just not, because I got all this merch I can sell now. You know, John Cena, the most selling merch man. You know, you got Roman Reigns up there too. I got Ronda Rousey. You know, just the, international appeal she brings. I just won, dog.
You're thinking in a small little fish tank of WWE. I'm thinking in a larger variety.
Let us
baby.
know who went to a 2-man roster, or just the whole roster.
I'm just saying, you talk about people bringing in merch. What if one day you have some members of the Bullet Club want to come in one day and challenge AJ Styles, or they want to challenge Brock Lesnar one night? You know, what if you have Pentagon Jr. wants to come one day and brings all his Spanish associations? You know what I mean? I'm thinking of a broader scale.
Are you trying to sign them, or just have them for one night only?
Well, if they win, then we're gonna have to talk business. You know what I'm saying? But it's open door. Come on in.
That's why I'm in the business classes.
Let's see how this goes. We're gonna generate this on the computer, and we're gonna see. And by a computer, I mean we're gonna play SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 manager mode, and I'm gonna load up his 28 characters or his 50 characters. I'm gonna load up my 2 characters. I'm gonna simulate a whole season of wrestling, and I'm gonna see how the numbers go. I might post that next week.
Talk about 50-50 booking. Well, that's been the fantasy draft. SmackDown just made the heist of the century, picking up an entire roster for 2 people. That's pretty.
For 2 champions.
2 champions on 2 people. It's a number game.
Yeah, and the number I'm counting is money, baby. You're counting 50 people. Let's leave that to the corporate, I should say.
Exactly. I can have tournaments all the time now. Can you run a tournament?
Yeah, it's called a
2-man tournament. 2-man pull your pants down tournament.
It's called the 4-hour Iron Man extravaganza, and it's gonna be
never before seen 100 German suplexes.
Exactly.
All right, well, good luck with your 2-man roster.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I could be running shows every day now. I got enough people to give. All the top
You're giving back
breaks
to the community at all times. You have enough time to ship them out all over the world, and
exactly. Just think about the PR I'm bringing in. I got enough people to send one person to every state. I have
every
John
day.
Cena in DC. I can have Randy Orton.
Why would you
Wyoming.
put John Cena in DC? What is your?
Because all eyes are on the Capitol right now. You see our president?
No, I don't. Tell me what's going on.
I don't know either. Just seems like anytime you pull up
seems like
CNN,
something's going on.
Trump this, Trump that. Just have him in the background. Yeah, in worst case, it really goes bad. You can't see him, so it's all good. Well, that's enough of the fantasy draft. Let's talk about, just a quick rundown. We were last night at OCCW as they presented the Bushido Cup.
First ever
Bushido Cup.
8-man strong style tournament.
Vintage Dragon versus Mikey O'Shea. That was the final match of the night for the prestigious Bushido Cup. You want to give away how it went down?
Yeah, so first Mikey O'Shea was all like, bam, bam, bam. And then Vintage Dragon was like, bam, bam, bam. And, they all fought their way through semifinals, quarterfinals, made it both to the finals. But at the end of the day, it turned out, drum roll please, 'cause everyone's been waiting to hear this all night. Vintage Dragon, ladies and gentlemen, wins the first ever Bushido Cup. In his illustrious 12-year career, this is a first for him. So he's definitely feeling great, conquering new heights, or flying over new heights, as he'd say, as a dragon. So we're totally excited to hear that, dude. Stoked for you. Can't wait. Maybe we'll have you on the show sometime. We can talk about this. But we were here the whole night. We saw every match that ended up going on, whether you went against Marcus Frey in the beginning, to going against Mikey O'Shea at the end, to a little bit in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a great time. Thank you for being our Bushido Cup winner, ladies and gentlemen. That's Vintage Dragon. Mikey O'Shea really did put up a good fight, but at the end of the day, someone's got to take that L, and that's what Austin was alluding to earlier when he was calling Mikey O'Shea a big loser because he lost.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay, you're not as big as a loser as Rudy Rogers because he lost in the first round. So
Yeah,
Very
you know,
excited.
we were there taking photos all night. Those will be uploaded this week, so keep an eye out on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You know, any fans out there who took pictures, if you haven't uploaded them yet, make sure you use hashtag BullyZone, hashtag BullyZoneWrestle. You know, we'll keep an eye out, pick our favorites ones, give you a shout out on the next BullyZone podcast. You know, we got some great shots. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Yeah, you know, just want to make a friendly reminder to everybody that we do have our memorial for Mr. Impact. It's going to be March 21st, or April 21st, I'm sorry. It's going to be a donation show. It's going to be
April 20th, 420.
420. Oh, that's what I was thinking of the drug test the next day. It's going to be April 20th, ladies and gentlemen. All proceeds do go to the family. If you do have any talent, if you have any jobs in security, if you have any hand you'd like to lend, pretty much contact Sean Black. We're going to be throwing this up until the day of the event. We will be there to broadcast and see what's going on. So hopefully we see everybody there. It's going to be a celebration of life, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you got your best smiley faces on. Even BullyZone will try to be nice that day.
I ain't going to be nice.
So BullyZone will not try to be nice that day. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's our broadcast today. Like I said,
Come see the 50-man roster of SmackDown. You know, I got Daniel Bryan. You know, I got everyone. He's got 2 people. You got 3 hours to fill with 2 people. Good luck with that.
There's going to be a lot of...
It's going to be a lot of monologuing.
No, it's going to be a lot of promos,
Yeah,
baby.
I've been Austin Largo.
I'm Lance Winners, baby. BullyZone out. Good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?